production would increase the net profit enough to make it rationalized there? Because your burden rate dropped $10 an hour. So.
Yeah, it may. It may. And again, I'm a newbie to this business thing. Okay? I'm still learning a lot about it. Okay.
You have about 12 minutes.
Whoop. I gotta roll. I'm gonna be here for people that have more detailed. I want to get through the rest of the presentation so that we can keep going. But I'm here if anybody wants to ask me anything out there, I can try to answer it a little better. But yeah, with the labor rate, I played with it a little bit with the hours and stuff, but it's been for my personal company. Because I know what my personal company does. Okay. So, the second bucket that we're going to talk about is your overhead costs. Okay? Overhead, what's your overhead? Your overhead is anything you're paying for which is not job specific or labor related directly to the job. Okay? This means your office staff, your sales staff, advertising, printing, phones, rent, mortgage, any of that stuff. This is the stuff that you have to pay no matter what. Okay? This is your mortgage. I have a $48,000 mortgage every year. I have to pay that. If I don't pay that, they kick me out on the street and I have nowhere to go to work. Okay? I have to pay my office staff because they don't get rain days. My labor, if we have a rain day, which is maybe once a year, that they're not working, I can call them off. But my office people work their full week. Okay? Liability insurance doesn't matter. That's kind of a every year. That's just based on, okay, you're a pressure washer and you got this. This is what your liability insurance is for the year. That one's not based on anything else other than the insurance agent telling you this is what you have to pay me. Professional fees. This is your accountant, your coaches, if you go with a business coach or something like that. These are things that you have to pay. These are things that you're paying to keep your business up. Organization, your dues here, different things like that. Travel fees, coming to here to learn something, that's an overhead cost. Okay? Figuring it, I look at things at an hourly rate. For me, that's just how I learned to do it. Okay? So what we do is we divide our annual overhead costs by the number of hours worked by the service teams. Okay? Well, in this example, we've got $435 in costs. We had approximately 12,000 hours that I wrote paychecks for. So that comes out to $36.29 per service hour. That's at 100% efficiency. We already know the guys aren't working 100% of the time. They're only working at that 40% or 60%, 65% of the time that I'm paying my guys that I'm actually getting production. So at 65% efficiency, that number worked out. I forget how I got there, but okay. So it comes out to $56.97 per hour for my overhead costs. Okay. This is what it is for my overhead costs per hour the guys are being productive. Okay. Third bucket is the material. Oh, overhead, any real quick? Okay. The materials cost, this is the little bucket in our business in reality. Okay. This is the cost of the materials that we're using, the cleaners, the paint, the stain, the sealers. Okay. Anything that's directly billable to a job. Okay. Most of our cleaners are going to run us between a penny and 5 cents a square foot to do. Okay. Some are a little more, some are a little less, but it averages out to a penny to 5 cents. many of the sealers and stains, they're 25 to 40 cents a square foot, depending on what it is. Knowing that is going to help you to estimate, get pricing for those services. Bucket 4, this is the most important bucket. This is what we're working for. This is the money left over after we paid the other 3 buckets. This is what we put into our pocket. This is what we put into reinvesting. Now, overhead cost is also my salary. Okay? I don't want to rely on bucket number 4 to get a paycheck at the end of the year. I'm an overhead cost. Okay? Whatever that is. 10,000, 100,000. What do I feel I'm worth this year? That's what I want to pay myself for. I need to put that into my overhead cost. Okay? Not the profit bucket. Because if I'm trying to get my salary out of the profit bucket, this is the only variable. This is the one that does not need to get paid. I lived in the profit bucket from 2008 through 2013 because I didn't put myself into the overhead. I didn't pay myself. I have to pay myself. I pay everybody else. I have to pay me. So I moved me out of the profit. The profit is for me to buy toys. Okay? That's what it's for. So I can spend money with Paul, I can spend money with the other vendors. That's what my profit bucket is for. This is for my Christmas party at the end of the year. This is also where I get to pay the guys their Christmas bonus. Because if I don't have anything in the profit bucket, I can't give them anything. I like to give. I want to have more money in my bucket at the end of the year. However, I don't want to rely